So now we're going to look at what the dollar sign means when we do either a function or a formula. So what I've got here is 1 to 10 across here, and would you believe it, 1 to 10 across here as well. And what we want to do is we want to go, okay, B1 multiplied by B2, A2, and we want to put the answer in there. So if we go like this, we go equals B1, shift 8, A2, and we press enter, we will get a result. And 1 times 1 is right. So if we go like this, and we scroll this down, then we should have 1 times 1 is 1, 1 times 2, 1 times 3, 1 times 4. So we should get the answer. Whoa. So what on earth has happened here? Well, let me just explain this to you. We have dragged this formula down. We haven't dragged it across, but we've dragged it down. So this is what's happening in this formula. So if we say the first one's 1 times 1 is 1, then our next formula here goes 1 times 2 is 2. Then our next formula down here goes 2 times 3. And this is where it starts to go wrong, because we didn't want 2 times 3. We wanted this one up here. 1 times 3 equals 3. Then our next one, as you can see, goes 6 times 4, 24 times 5, 120 times 6, and so on and so forth. So what we have to do in this formula here, we have to tell the computer that we want B1 to stay where it is. Now, we introduce a new thing called a dollar sign, which stops or makes absolute referencing to where we want to do our multiplication when we drag it down. So, what we're doing is B is going to stay where it is. So we're happy with that. But B1 turns into B2 in here. So that means we have to put a dollar sign in front of the 1. And if we do that, we then can drag this down and we can get our formula correct. Now, if you've had experience with me with this, you will then know that I want you to now drag that across and watch what happens with our formula. 10 times 10 equals this massive number, which is 36 million. Well, when I went to school, 10 times 10 was 100. So what is happening? Well, we need to analyze this. And it looks like, in actual essence, this is all working out really well, because the first time it does it, we're happy days. But then the next time it does it, what it's doing is it's going D1, which is correct, multiplied by C2. So it's actually moved the C. We want it to remain in the A, so we don't have a problem. So this one here, we actually want it to stop the A from moving. So our formula, if we want to stop the A from moving when we go across, we press enter there. Now, when we drag this down, we've changed that formula again. So it's $1 multiplied by $A2. And if we drag that across there, then we can do the formula correct. Now, let's just say, for example, I want to increase all of these guys by 10%. So what I would do is go, all right, 0.10, all right, which is 0.1. I'm going to now multiply all of these by 0.1. So what we do is we go equals, and we say this multiplied by 10 is going to give us 1%, right? So the actual essence is what we multiply by is, if we increase it by 10%, we do 1.1. So then we can go, we've increased it by 11. If I scroll across like this, my formula then goes, whoa, hang on a minute. No, I don't want you to. That's not right. because what it's doing is it's going that one, then 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 that one. So we've got to stop this one from moving. And its name in this cell is B14. So what I can do is I can go up to here and press F4. Oh no, function F4. All right, and that will then put the dollar signs where I want it. If I then scroll across here like this, it will then increase all of them by 10%. So that's how you do that as well.